Enchanted Miniatures, and 10 others. Hello,
Darren! I was so scared. I'm like, I'm not seeing his invite.
You made it, girl. You made it.
And none too soon.
No, it's good. We have a few minutes to go. I wanted to wait till folks got on.
Can I
You're a little
go
sideways.
No,
Maybe not.
not so much. Not so. I cannot go that way.
I don't think so.
No.
But that's
So
okay.
all right, that's all right. I just have to adjust then my phone, the holder, so that I can get it reconfigured to hold it
all
at
right,
this
you
position.
do what you got to do. I'm saying
Not-
hello to
not-
folks as they join because we've got a number of people on the line with us, which is awesome.
Who do you
Hi,
see?
guys.
Who do you
Welcome.
see? Oh my God,
It's
Turkey!
good.
This is crazy.
It's good to see everybody.
Hi,
Welcome,
Darren.
welcome.
How are you?
I'm good. I am
I'm
good.
excited. I'm so excited. Oh, Miniaturist. Oh my God, listen. Oh, Inventive Souls. Oh,
Maria
Cindy's
Taylor.
Maria. Oh, Maria Taylor. Maria, I love you. I love you. I love you. I work with her. Oh my God, my bestie. Oh, too crazy. From Australia. Look at this. Main Miniaturist. Oh, these are my peeps. These are all my peeps. These
Where
are my
you
buddies.
guys joining from? I'd love to know. I know some of you were
Lenny.
saying where you're coming from, but like, where is everybody coming in from? We see Australia. We saw Turkey. Who else is on?
That's not
Good
good.
to see everybody. While we wait for folks to join, we'll just let us. Hey, Easton Avenue. Good to see you. Eaton Avenue. Sorry. Hi.
Nicole
You
Taylor.
got to do, Cindy, to make that work for you. So
He's trying to get it to it. Why don't you do it that way? Expand it that way.
hello, Spain. Hello, Kansas City. Good to see you. Hello, New York, my backyard.
And Chad, oh my God.
We
Look
got
who's
LA
there.
on. That's
Oh
awesome.
my God. This is so exciting. Enchanted Miniatures is one of my favorite people in the entire world. Oh wait,
That's
sorry.
good.
We're trying
Hello,
to
New York City. Hello, Brooklyn. Brooklyn is in the house. That's my
okay.
hometown.
Oh, got it. There. I think we've resolved our issues. We had some technical difficulties.
I think we're going to be awesome.
Jerry, thank you so much for being here, Jerry. I love you to pieces. I'm so glad you're here. Many pieces. I'm so glad you're here.
You know,
well, that wasn't too difficult.
You're perfect.
No one breathing
Perfect
again.
setup. It's an awesome setup. Yeah.
You lost sound?
Nope, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Kate May. Hello, New Jersey. Good to see you, New Jersey.
New Jersey in the house.
Very good to see everybody on this wonderful, what is it? It's a Thursday night. That's right.
Thursday Eve. Friday Eve. It's Friday Eve.
It's Friday Eve. It's a good way to look at it. Aw, Inventive Souls. I love that name. That's a pretty awesome name.
My Terry. Where
are you guys joining from?
Lenny, hi. Lenny.
Harpendorf.
Oh, my goodness.
Thanks for all the waves. That's also really nice to see.
That's great. That's fabulous. Thank you, everyone.
France.
Thank you for joining. This is incredible. I'm just scrolling through everyone.
Hello,
oh my God, wait, did I see my friends? Wait, I think I saw my buddies from, oh, where did I go? I'm sorry. I'm just having to scroll back.
Good. I'm glad you guys are actually early. So we have a couple of minutes before we start, but it's good.
Which is fabulous.
Joined.
I have some friends in England who ended up buying a queen, a dilapidated queen.
Okay.
And they had to go and get it shipped from who knows where. They got the queen for like $10.
Yeah.
But the problem was they had to get it to their apartment, which then they realized they couldn't fit it through the door. They had to take out their front window of their apartment and bring the queen in. But these guys are builders, like in life. And so they are building her as a true Victorian.
Now, who is this? Is this a friend of yours?
These are two guys that I met through Instagram.
Oh, wow.
And forgive me for not knowing their names, and they will hate me forever. But they do such fabulous work in miniature, and they are so detail-oriented. If it's not perfect, they throw it out and start over.
That's the way to go.
I'm the one that says, if it's not perfect, I'm going to put a little glue in there and it's going to work.
Right. That's, I'm hear you on that. That's why I will never be a true miniaturist because I don't have that eye and I don't have the perfection.
Right.
But
I don't have,
Yeah. So we're just getting coming up on the 7 o'clock hour. I like to start these relatively on time, so it's good to see everybody. I just want to do a little housekeeping before we actually get right to the interview and meet Cindy. But I just want to let everybody know that tomorrow night I'm hosting a mini shopping club. It'll be my third of this series because I have an estate sale that's happening right now on my eBay selling site, and we're going to go through some of those things that are for sale on eBay. Even if you're not in the market to buy, it's a good time just to get online and do a little window shopping. All of these are sort of Thanksgiving. These are all sort of Valentine's Day themed minis. So it's perfect time of year to buy yourself a little treasure and Valentine's Day treasure. But I'm also going to be doing a little bit of previewing some spring minis. I know everybody is just waiting for spring to arrive. So this is a good chance to sort of see that and see some spring minis coming our way. Also, if you have been missing these Meet the Miniaturists, these live episodes, you can always catch the replays on my YouTube channel. So head into my bio, go check out my link tree, sign up for all my social media channels, and go check out some of the previous Meet the Miniaturists because they're really, fun and great ways to meet other miniaturists and hear what they're doing. But with that, I do want to introduce our wonderful guest for tonight, Cindy Coons. Yay! Let me just say,
my hands are full. I'm sorry. So, hi everyone. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be here.
So, I found you on Instagram, and I was just blown away. I'm like, people, if you don't know and you're not following, we need to get them on board. So I'm like, let's get you. I want people to meet you. I want them to see your collection. I want them to hear your story because I think it's a fabulous story. And of course, we're going to get to that. But tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us how you got into miniatures. I know you haven't been a collector for very long, and I think that's a really big part of the story. The fact that you've only been collecting for a short time and you've amassed this beautiful collection in a short amount of time. So tell us how.
It's actually it's a beautiful love story, and that's really what everything about what I've done is wrapped around love. Ray, today happens to be the 27th anniversary of Ray and my first date. And our first date was 5 days long. So our first date lasts until next Monday. And it's around Valentine's Day, which was the 4th day. So it's just kind of speaks to who we are as a couple.
Lovely.
When we got married, I got this thing. Okay. When we first got married, I moved to Connecticut to be with Ray. He grew up in Connecticut. I was not a Connecticut girl, but we settled here, and I was lost continually, and he would just say, get on the highway, get off this exit, and you'll get there. He's like, every road leads to the same place. And we used to go on these trips, and we would drive past this little shop, and it was a little dollhouse shop. It was the most adorable little pink shop, and it was a dollhouse. And every time we drove by, I would say, I really want to go into that store one day, and we would continue driving by. Yeah. Well, this would happen continually, and Ray's brother came to visit one day with his wife. They were living in Tennessee. They came back to visit. They used to live in New Milford, and that's where the shop was. They wanted to go see their house. We drove all the way up to their house, and as we passed this little shop, I said, I've always wanted to go in there. We go up to see their house. We're driving back, and his brother Grant pulls into the parking lot. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, you always wanted to go into the dollhouse shop.
Right.
I was in that dollhouse shop before people could get their seatbelts undone. I ran in. I was overwhelmed, literally brought to tears. One room was nothing but dollhouses, just dollhouses that lined the room, the walls, and in the front was this beautiful pink queen. And I just I was drawn to her. And and but I would go back and I would look at the others, and then I would circle back to the queen, and then I would go in and I would see all this furniture, this beautiful furniture. And I'm like, the things you could do. This Queen Anne, she was built, but her interior was no work had been done at all. So you could build your fantasy house. And as I went through everything, my brain was going, oh my God, what if? and back into the room of rooms, the room of dollhouses. And I looked at this house and I called Ray over and I said, Ray, you have to see this. I'm like, look at this. I said, if you ever wanted to buy me a present. And he goes, what are you going to do with that?
Right. Because men don't get it.
You know? And he's like, and finally they were all like, it's time to go. And I'm like, time to go? It was only 3 hours. It was like, I can't leave. So we left. And we get out to the car. And Grant was driving, Ray's brother. And he turns around and he hands me a little package. And I open the package. And it's a little dachshund. I had a little Einstein dachshund at that time. And he goes, this is for dollhouse you'll have one day. And that was pretty much what set everything.
So how long ago was that you're talking about?
That was about 22 to 21 years ago.
That was 21 years ago.
Years ago.
So fast forward, you have not had a dollhouse in all that time. You were not involved with miniatures.
I had never had a dollhouse. I always wanted a dollhouse as a child. And
did you have
one?
Or no? You didn't have one growing up, right?
No. I have an older brother and a younger brother.
Yeah.
Only girl. My parents, they believe that it's like, not to put it crudely, but it's a waste of money.
Right.
And still very much believe that.
Yeah.
But
oh, really?
I think they've discovered that it brings me such joy.
Yeah. And
where I've come with it and what I'm doing with it, I think they have finally come around to realize it's so much more than a dollhouse. It's not.
Right.
It's, miniatures bring so much joy and love and happiness to your life, and what you share with people is so incredible that there's been a change. And that's only been within the past year probably that they
came around. So there came a time though that you got back into miniatures and so what happened?
So here's the story so fast forward to Christmas that year, and we finish our presents, and it's Ray and we finish our presents, we're cleaning up, and he disappears, and he comes back upstairs from the basement with this giant box, and it's like 8 feet long, and it's maybe, I don't know, 8-10 inches thick. It's giant. I'm like, what is that? He goes, wait a minute. And he goes back down to the basement, and he comes back with another giant box the same size, and he puts that on top, and he goes, wait a minute. And he goes back downstairs again. He comes up with this giant box, rattling.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is all this? He said, open the box. So I opened the little box. It's a bunch of tools I've never seen before. Things like, what the? He goes, you remember the dollhouse you fell in love with?
Right.
I'm like, yeah. He goes, this is it.
So you're fast forwarding 20 years. This is like
this is not the dollhouse I wanted. The dollhouse I wanted is sitting in the store in the front window.
Right.
And he said, you will have so much more fun, and you will love this more if you build her yourself. And
so he got you a dollhouse kit of the Queen Anne. So this was how long ago? How long ago?
22 years ago. This is probably 22 years ago that I got the kit.
That you got the kit. So when did you actually start to put it together?
We started immediately.
We did. And
it took us, we both worked full time. So it took us 3 years to build the structure, to build the exterior, paint it and whatnot. Yeah. So we finished the exterior completely, and Ray started the wiring. He did the first floor interior lighting and the first floor exterior lighting.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much as far as we got.
Yeah.
When there was like a break in time. So I think we stalled for maybe a couple of years and just like took a breather. Life gets in the way. Things are happening. There's grandchildren. There's, things are going on.
Life happens.
And exactly. And finally, Ray came to me and he said, My eyes are not getting any better. If you want me to do this electrical work,
Yeah.
we have to get on it. So, it's because it's difficult. You've got to be inside the house, and you got
right.
to,
So,
so
are we actually looking at the house right now behind you?
So
that is the house that
oh,
came from the
shit.
kit.
Pardon my language. Sorry.
So that's the house that came from the kit that you now have as one of your key dollhouses. We did have a question about how many you have in your collection.
I only have the one house.
So there's one house.
20 years a house. There's only going to be one house.
Yeah.
I have one house. I've built the luxury closet.
Right.
I've built the salon and spa.
Okay.
I am working on a commission for a Christian Dior boutique right now.
Okay.
But the one house.
So aside from the house, there are room boxes that we're going to see. Because what is the luxury mini closet? Is that a room box? What would you call that?
I would call it a very large room box.
It's a large room box. Okay. So
we're
going to get to it, right?
Yes.
Do you want to show us the queen first?
Sure. However you want to start.
It's right behind you, so it's close.
Yes. However you want to start.
We definitely want to get to the mini closet, the mini luxury closet.
I know. It's been promoted rather predominantly. So I said we probably need to go there.
So tell us about this house. It's first of all, it looks humongous.
It is. It's massive.
It is. And also talk a little bit about because I promoted this also. You have a hydraulic lift. Are we going to that actually helps you get to it? How?
Yes.
All right. So are we going to get to see the hydraulic lift in action?
You will see it all. I will show you everything. Everything you need to see and know. So let's try and step back.
We can see it. That's beautiful.
Okay. So you see from the exterior and rather large. And if you look underneath, you'll see she has a basement.
She has a basement.
Because when you can't build any further out, you build down.
I love it. So that didn't come with the kit. The basement you added on.
No. That's me just being like, I need more. And so Ray helped me with that. And that was after he got me the table to put the queen on that is hydraulic and goes up and down. Now we had something to build under. So we built the basement underneath the table so that I can now raise it up and down and get to the basement.
Does the whole table spin or it's
on wheels? So the table's on wheels. So I can spin it. I can spin it. So it's freewheeling. It's in the foyer. So when you walk in my front door, you'll see my front door.
Oh, so is that where it sits usually?
Oh, yes. It's in the foyer.
It's in the main area.
So when you walk in my front door, it is what you see. It's up against the first wall that you run into, and you'll see it there predominantly displayed. I mean, it's really funny when the pizza guy shows up and goes, oh my God, my mother would love that. And then we get the guys who say, can I take a picture for my mother?
Oh my God. That is awesome. All right. So we see there's tons of landscaping, tons of flowers.
I mean, I've done a lot of landscaping. It's when you finish the dollhouse and then, what do you do next? So you do a lot of landscaping. And I've spent a significant amount of time doing the gardens, and it's just something that I personally felt like it needed. Once the table was in, there was all this table left over that I needed to do something with.
So where do you make some of these, or everything is either
I can't make a flower I can't keep a plant alive. I cannot keep a flower alive. So no. But the only plants I have are succulents. I cannot keep anything alive. So all of these are purchased.
So do you go to shows? Where do you find your?
Yes, I go to shows. We're very fortunate these days that the internet has come along. When 20 years ago, this did not exist. 20 years ago, you couldn't shop this way. But now, with the advent of the internet and Etsy and so many other avenues, you can see Craig. This is some of Craig's work. He's so fabulous.
That's going to be Craig Council, right?
Yes. Oh, I love his work.
He's actually on right now. I think I saw him say hello.
Oh, Craig,
his work is wonderful.
I love him. love him so much. But, you know, you have so many new ways of tapping into talent with the internet that you didn't have before. You know, I used to wait for the Chicago International show as really my only avenue to reach out to the international artists. And now, you know, you have access to the world, and that didn't exist 20 years ago.
I did see some awesome wicker on the first level.
Uncle Siggy.
It is Uncle Siggy. Yeah,
Siggy.
Beautiful.
Fabulous.
Beautiful.
She does such magnificent work. Magnificent work.
Really nice.
She does great.
It's all original paint that you did 20 years ago.
Yes.
It looks great. I mean, I guess it's not like a real house where it needs to be painted every day.
You know, great. it just the colors were it was everything I wanted, and I've never regretted one color. I've never second guessed anything. Yeah. She's my girl, and she is the perfect dollhouse. She is everything I ever wanted.
And I love the arts and crafts lamp. Oh, love that.
She's just too much. She to me is everything. So, you know, when you come in the front, well, I'm not going to walk back around to the front door, but when you come in through the front door, you know, obviously there's a guard dog there waiting to.
He looks so mean.
There's dachshunds everywhere when you walk in.
And Louboutins I see too.
But everywhere. Everywhere.
As one drops their Louboutins before they head upstairs.
You kick them off the first thing in the door. So you start, and this is a beautiful Roselle chandelier, which I actually have two of these because I love them so much. If I can hone in on it some. They're magnificent crystal chandeliers.
Is that Getsan? No.
Pardon?
Is that from Jay Getsan?
No, this is a Roselle.
Roselle. I don't know who Roselle is, but it's beautiful.
Roselle? You don't know a Roselle chandelier?
No, but I'm going to have to write that one down. It's beautiful.
They're beautiful. They're beautiful. I have two of those actually. It's like hanging. It's like an earring that you hang in the room when it's done. The final piece to the outfit is the earrings.
Yeah.
And I forgot to offer. I was so rude. I was going to offer. I forgot. I was going to offer. Where did they go, babe? Maybe. Yeah. Oh, here. When we started up. There. I'm trying to find it. I was going to offer you all a glass of champagne when you first came in, and I forgot.
Champagne, no less.
Of course. I'm always drinking the pink champagne.
That is so lovely.
I forgot. I was so rude not to offer my guests a glass of champagne. So I apologize.
A lovely mini warm welcome. Very nice.
And so I guess if we move into the kitchen, my kitchen is. I could show you pictures of how my kitchen started out many, many years ago and where we've evolved to, but it's a beautiful kitchen. My kitchen, this is the fourth kitchen that I've had in the Queen. This kitchen in particular was designed and built by myself, and now they are called Elf Miniatures. They're in England.
Yeah.
At the time, 20 years ago, I was working with a girl who pretty much, it was a very small business, and we were working through snail mail, and we were sending pictures. I had diagrams of what I wanted and what the measurements were of the room, and she was sending me samples of the type of woodwork and the paneling and what the things like, the cabinetry she could put in the inserts.
Yeah. And I see the under cabinet lighting, which is really a nice.
Yes. Ray put that in for me.
I love it.
And it was, this is the kitchen is the heart of the home. So my kitchens have always been very important to me. And this one, you have to understand, this is a 20-year-old kitchen, and it's still very contemporary. It's still, you look at it and it hasn't aged. It hasn't aged.
Yeah, we're going lovely traditional classic styling, so it really never goes out of style. But
exactly.
I'm sort of scoping out that pantry.
The
That pull-out
pantry.
pantry, which is so more well-stocked than most in the country.
It's fabulous. It's fabulous.
It really is.
You know, my kitchen is fully stocked. I have a thing about kitchen tools, and I mean, I have a thing about everything is my problem. So I collect kitchen tools. So everything you could possibly need. I mean, I have drawers full of kitchen tools, and you know, and it's a sickness. You know, what can I tell you? It's what we do, right? We're just and so every is filled. You know, so we throw all of our pots and pans into a cabinet, and we throw them. When we try and pull out a cookie sheet, everything falls out with it. But you know, every drawer is filled, every cabinet is filled. I literally store my pots and pans in here, and then of course there's isn't it great? Isn't it great?
So you keep it. It looks like it's staged to be like a working busy kitchen, and I'm sure you
right now it is staged for Valentine's dinner.
Oh, it is.
Yes. So I love to have all the sweets and all the cooking, and you understand it's the 5-day date, so it coincides. So we do lots of sweets and treats, and then we're doing a surf and turf Valentine's dinner. So I've got some incredible steaks.
Oh my goodness! How often do you sort of rework it? Are you in there all the time? And do you just go holiday?
All the time? All the time.
And you're switching stuff out, in and out.
Yes, constantly.
Wow.
Constantly.
Yeah.
And yeah, because it just, you know, number one, you get bored. Number two, you don't want to break things, so that's better to get them in and get them out. And you know, for photographing and for Instagram, I don't post every day. I'm like every 5 days I work. I just don't have the time. So I kind of like to set up a scene and then photograph it and then take it down. I break too many things. I'm so bad. I'm just so bad. I had gotten these beautiful Joe Parker pink and gold hand painted dishes for Valentine's Day, and it was a set of 32, and as of last night it's a set of 31.
Oh no.
Come on. You know, that's my problem. My problem is I literally break. I'm gonna break things. That's just the way it is.
The reality is, no matter how well made a miniature is, the more you handle it, the more opportunity there is to break.
Absolutely.
And it will in fact break, so you do have to not handle them. It's just
so I try and suck it up, and I know I'm gonna break things. That's part of what we do. I'm figuring. I'm trying to get a light on for you. I have a light set up here because I know when we go to the back, I want to try and show you.
Get to some of the other rooms also, if we can. How many rooms are in that house, by the way?
I believe 13 rooms.
13 rooms.
Yeah, it's a huge house. So the dining room, let's see, oops, let me get out of here. So I've got these new pink dishes are set on this table. You can see those. I put the gold silverware out for this setting because it went with the gold dishes. I do have beautiful sterling silver flatware from Adiron that I use with my really good china, which I'll tell you a little story about that. My really good china remains set, and also that ice bucket back there is by Adiron. That's a sterling silver ice bucket by Adiron as well. They make fabulous pieces. That's a tiered seafood, 3-tiered seafood, extravaganza.
From Linda from who? From Linda from the UK? Who did the...
From the yes, from the UK.
Linda.
Yes.
What's her last name?
No,
Somebody on the line for the name.
It's not Linda. It was from a guy. I can't remember his name. but I can get back to you on that. I can, you know, its names are
Yeah, I'm
not
really
good for
bad
me.
at names too.
Not good for me. I have some Peter Kisto pieces here.
Beautiful.
Some beautiful sterling silver pieces from him, which are just fabulous.
Yeah.
He does such nice work. I my secret, I changed my table up for holidays.
Yeah.
And so I have my favorite pieces are my Stokesy ware, fine china, that I have set up on the table all the time. So my secret is I have 2 dining room tables, and I swap out the Stokesy ware table, and I change up one table constantly, and then use that table to replace the other one, and so I'm not always changing out the Stokesy ware. So the Stokesy ware table. It's kind of a
workspace that you work out of, because there's the house, but where do you work out of?
Welcome to my kitchen.
So you just like, your stuff is everywhere in your house.
Yeah. So this is my Stokesy ware, and it's beautiful fine china, and it's gold. It's got a Georgian key pattern. Oh, that's wrong. It's got Georgian key. And
God, who did the meats?
And I did the little folded swan napkins. Oh, and I knocked over another glass of champagne.
Who did the meats? Do you know?
Pardon?
Who did your meat? The meat.
Oh, my meat. Stop. Don't ask me these things. You ask me hard questions. What does that say? Where are you? Where is it? Ooh, find it on the camera. It says
from Germany. Well, tell me where.
No, it was from one of the shows. Yeah, we'll come back to that.
Okay, keep going.
There you go. What does that say?
Leg of lamb. It's by Leg of Lamb. Why would the artist put that on the back?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
That's all right. I turned a piece over earlier. I wanted to see who it was from. It was $95.
So, Cindy, do you document everything that comes in, or you save receipts? What do? Do you have a process or no?
Darren, if I documented it all, he'd know what I spent.
Okay.
Come on. A girl's gotta save herself gotta have some secrets here. My God. Oh, here's a funny story. See this little butter, this is a tiny little butter dish. I love it. It's so cute. The crystal little dish here. So I ordered it. It came in the mail. I was so excited. I opened the package and gone. It flew out of the package and never saw it again. I had to order 2. I had to order another one.
You lost it and you couldn't find it.
Never found it again.
Oh my
Never
God.
found it again.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's one of those mysteries of life where you open a miniature and then it's gone.
All right, we're hitting the half hour mark, so let's do a couple more rooms.
All right. So we have my bathroom. China, why is it so?
Because we can't do all 13.
No.
Oh my God.
Bathroom. My bathroom is rather extravagant.
Very extravagant.
Yeah, except for the Elmo slippers, which give a little bit of humor.
You gotta have a little fun. Absolutely.
Yes, exactly. And we're set up for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
This is as we go into the parlor. And then if I come around from the side, the parlor on the side.
So is the house 2 rooms deep?
It's 2 rooms deep from the kitchen to the dining room, and then from the front where the piano is to the parlor on this side.
So we're still on the first floor. That's the formal parlor.
This is the second floor. Now I'm on the second floor. And so this.
So, and a lot, the furniture pieces, am I seeing Best Pack? What am I seeing?
Right here, the sofa here is Lori Renee from Etsy, as is that cabinet, which houses the Queen's crown, the Cinderella, aka me, carriage, ballerina, my niece, our wedding gown. Our wedding album, which has actually our picture in that wedding album, in that little tiny picture there. That's our wedding picture.
The album is beautiful.
My Golden Globe. Yes, you all remember. My mother calls me an actress. One of my favorite things one of my favorite things about this room.
Your picture wall.
My entire family. This is everyone I know and love. This is everyone who means anything to me is on this wall.
That's crazy.
This is everyone.
That's
everyone.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So we did get a question about the house, and it was about whether it was a house that was scratch made or from a kit. And you already told us it is from a kit.
This is from a kit.
From
this
a
is
kit.
from a kit. This is from a kit.
This is
the
little house within a house.
This is the little girl's room who has her own dollhouse, and the little dollhouse, of course, has a little dollhouse right there, and then of course it's got the whole little room.
There's a lot of love for the photo wall happening in the comment section. That's
yeah. The little bears, my little collection of bears. I did a little Christmas Nutcracker Suite video for Christmas with the bears, which was rather amusing. I think I have to show this is the man cave. So the man cave is dedicated to Ray for all the work that he helped me do in building this.
Big applause for Ray.
Exactly.
Exactly. Coming up for Ray right now.
Exactly. The bar, if you notice the name of the bar is Snookyard's Bar.
Snookyard.
And Ray Coons backward is Snookyard.
Oh, that's awesome.
So there's a lot of fun, I try and put a lot of humor into the house, and a lot of love, but a lot of humor, and just everything is very. It's all in it. Everything just it's comes from my heart. Everything means something to me, and it's filled with love and happiness. And I look at it, and it all just brings me joy. This is great. This room has no lighting right now. Okay. Why is that? Because Cindy decided to try and change out a lamp and do something special with another lamp, that Tiffany lamp in the back, which is why there's no lighting in this room right now.
Okay.
Every room is on a separate switch.
Oh.
Ray has built it so that I have a separate switch for every room.
Wow.
So
that is quite a mystery.
Here's the dining room. Here's the switch for the dining room. So I turn it off and on, off and on.
And if one breaks, it's not like the entire system breaks.
Exactly.
Where the wires run through? Can I ask how he?
They are underneath the dollhouse and above the table.
So everything comes over and under and down from the ceiling over to the wall and then down.
Correct.
And then where are they hidden? Where are the wires hidden?
Under the dollhouse and above the table.
After they go up into the ceiling, are they under floors?
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're actually run across ceilings and down walls, so that we try and mask them as best we can. So you might see, for example, in here, if you look hard, you might see the tape wire.
Oh, it's tape wire. Oh, it's tape wire.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
We're not, Darren, I'm a novice. We're novices. We're doing that. We did the best we could 20 years ago.
Well, it's really clean, and it's really well it's well labeled. That's really, really well done.
It's the other thing that he's done for me is now it's got the hydraulic option here. So
if I want to see the hydraulic work, pull back.
Yes. So let me show you what happens as far as my arm can go. So if I push 4,
and then we have to get to the basement and then move on to the mini luxury closet. So
the house comes down. So now I'm going to push 1, which is going to bring this house as high as it'll go. Brings the first floor.
Oh, I see it move. Whoa.
It brings the first floor up to eye level.
Oh.
So that way, now look at how freaking high that house goes. I mean, seriously, that house is now, so when I'm standing next to it,
wow.
this is at my eye level.
So is
So
that
that's
is that purchased as a hydraulic table, or was it a table retrofit with a hydraulic system?
No, it was actually it's a drafting table.
Oh, it's a drafting table.
Yes, it's a drafting table. And so Ray kind of used that, and we had, you know, there's a slant to a drafting table, so we've kind of had to level it out in certain ways. There is still a bit of a slant to the house.
Interesting.
But not much, not
Right.
enough. I mean, enough that some things break because they roll out of the house.
Wow.
So it's not been perfect, but yeah, it's great. It's really great.
Can you just pull back now, just as far as you can, and get the whole house in the frame, if you wouldn't mind, so we could see the whole back? Because it really is enormous.
Yeah.
And now we can actually see the fact that it is 2 rooms deep, the front and the back.
Yes.
Yes. That's really great. Candy wants to know where she can find herself a Ray. That's great.
For the right price.
2 things before we move off of this house. So there's the basement. If you could just show us the basement. And then I see there's a conservatory on top.
There is. There's a patio on top with a conservatory.
All right. So you have a whole laundry room in the basement.
It's actually called Paris. I've called
Paris.
And the theme is Paris because who wants to do laundry? No, everyone wants to go to Paris. So why wouldn't I want to go? I'm off to Paris. So I go to Paris and do the laundry. So there's plenty of wine and champagne and everything to be enjoyed while you do your laundry. And how much fun is that?
That is too much fun.
I'm trying to think of the name. Come on, I just had it. Phil Nuveen. See, you know, he always sends you a free gift when you buy things from him. And he sends me this deer, this gold deer. And I was like, what on earth am I going to do with that? So I put it in the basement and I've hung lingerie from it because it's drying from being washed.
That is crazy. I love it.
That's so fun.
And I love the pink walls. I love the pink. Is it wainscoting walls?
No, it's just some pink wallpaper. I literally took things that I have in my inventory. I have so much stuff. I just took things I had and used them. And there's a bedroom that's also down here, which I don't show ever. I'm going to rip it out. I'm gonna extend the wine cellar portion of the basement and turn this into an extended wine cellar. This is not for public consumption. I just don't use it.
All right, let's see the conservatory quick, and then let's move to the
closet.
The luxury closet. Yeah.
Even when I bring this table down to the highest point or to the lowest point.
Oh, right. So okay. Oh,
so
look at that.
I've got a little table up here, and reading books on flowers and having lemonade. And I've got a little card and a little.
I love the terrarium.
I've got. This is Flowers by Emily. Emily is my. Oops, am I even there? I can't even get. Oh, I'm gonna drop you. And
it says we need to start all over and look at all again. We'll have this on my YouTube channel. You guys can look at it again there.
Just if I can get you in.
All right, so we're in the conservatory.
There's a huge conservatory. If I take it all down, I could take it all down, but I'd be afraid to do that. There's so much going on in there.
There really is.
That's for another day.
We definitely see it. We did get a question about whether or not that telescope really works.
I paid enough it should, but I don't know that it does.
Well, that is just extraordinary. I mean, I just think that the Queen is just beautiful. I love how you've just poured your entire life into it and just reflects that. And I'm excited that we're going to get to see the mini luxury closet now, because that's just going to throw me over the edge.
I think it's because it's so much fun. It is just something I think that every girl can
boy,
it's a fantasy.
It is.
What would you want? And so this is what I would want. So with that, let's have a look. So it's funny how it came about. Ray, for Christmas one year, said Christmas is great around here. Ray had said that for Christmas he was going to redo my closet for me. And, you know, then my brain exploded. And I just started Googling closets. And I just went, you know, it's probably better if I move in and start showing. So here we've got the little fridge.
Yep.
And the fridge is loaded. Oh, sorry.
Mini fridge. Your mini luxury closet has a mini fridge. Just take a note of that, everybody. This is like, put this on your list.
Freezers. And it's loaded with wines, of course. And all the shelves. It's also, this is from I know you spoke about her with Duffy. This is from Mini Fenebera from Poland. Yes, this is a wonderful piece. It's one of my favorites. So
we see a ton of jewelry, which is gorgeous.
This is part of my jewelry collection. It doesn't all fit here. One day, maybe there will be a jewelry store that I have to do something with it. So this is a portion of them. Yeah. I love miniature jewelry. I love miniatures. I can't say I love jewelry.
Do you really? I didn't notice.
You know, I have a collection of luggage. Designer luggage that lines the top of the closet because you have to be ready at a moment's notice, and you know you want to be able to grab the right bag. I love this is from Itsy Bitsy Minnie. She's got the best. I have so many of her pieces, but
love her stuff.
The little neck rolls for the flight. The little dogs.
So in every closet. I was going to ask you if every closet had something.
Every single closet.
I should have known what the answer was.
Every single closet. A lot of pieces. Well, you had shown on your little miniature closet clip.
Well, there's the little black dress.
Yes, and it actually was, that dress is a little blue dress, but that's okay. I've got a little black shawl. I've got this little dress. She's a fabulous artist in Russia. She is, I wrote it down, mini tiny dresses in Russia. And she makes it's the finest knit. And they are just the most amazing pieces she makes the matching hats. She makes the dresses. She's incredible.
Is that the blue dress you're talking about?
Yes, the blue dress.
Would you mind pulling it out and putting it on your hand? I want to see what you're about the fine. Is it needlework or knitting?
It's crochet.
It's
crochet. I'm
crochet.
sorry, I'm not a knitter. I don't know these terminology. I'm just gonna pull it off the thing. So just look at this. I mean, it's just floppy. I mean, it's so thin. Yeah. I don't know how you describe that. It's just, and you put it on a doll, and it's butter. It's just falls on. This one's a little thicker, so you can kind of tell the difference that, you know, this one's a little thicker, but they're crazy. These are.
Do you remember her name? That's the one in Russia.
Yes, that she is mini tiny dresses on Etsy.
Oh, mini tiny dresses. There you go. Yes. Union Man wanted to know. Awesome. Do you have a favorite bags and shoes artist? Because there are a couple in Italy that I just love.
I have a couple that I just love. I have Patricia.
Yep.
Is one. Patricia Santi. And
Valeria. Greffaluna.
Yes.
So I'm sure you have some of their work.
I do. I gotta find it. There. Those are Jimmy Choo's. That pink bag and pink shoes are Jimmy Choo's from Valeria.
Yeah.
And I had the Louboutins that were in the dollhouse foyer. Those are also from her.
Beautiful.
And then from, where am I? I have a hard time with this. Okay. These are some beautiful Chanel's. This is Patricia's work. So that's from her.
She's doing fashion now. So she's not only doing
I know.
Yeah. And
these are from her.
Beautiful.
And these. I mean, she
Gorgeous.
just does incredible work. She's just
Gorgeous.
everything.
So
Everything.
it's really more of a vignette. It's open on the top, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
can you pull back so we can see the whole piece?
Yes.
So I love the island in the middle. Okay, so it's a whole vignette. It's a whole.
Yeah.
It's almost like a theatrical stage.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to call it a room box because
it doesn't have rooms on all sides and it doesn't have a
right,
ceiling.
right. It's got 2 rooms, and it's kind of each room has its own thing going on.
Right.
And it originally started as the Street of Shops kit. It started as me ripping that whole kit apart and piecing together this. And because I was just like, I had to do it. I just needed to build a kit. And then as time went on, I realized when I was building all the components that the walls were too short on the Street of Shops. So I said to Ray, I said, well, can I like cut pieces of wood and add it to the top of the walls? And he's like, no, you can't do that. And that's how I got my first saw. So I went to Home Depot and we bought a saw, and now I could cut real wood and make real walls. And
That's amazing. That's amazing.
We didn't own a saw until I came along.
Wow. All right. So can we get a really quick look at the spa?
Yes.
Before we
yes.
Because we're winding down on time, but I definitely want to see at least that part. Is that complete? Oh my.
Oh yeah. This has been done for a long time. So it's 112th Street Salon and Spa, which is, if anybody gets it, 112th Street. 112.
It took me a while.
Like the number on the dollhouse is also 112, and I don't know that anybody has ever figured that out, but it's like there's always a little bit. So what we do is when you come inside, and I just knocked the doorknob off. So you come in to the front door, and there's a reception desk waiting. And
that's awesome. That is just awesome. And again, this is not necessarily an enclosed box. It's
no,
top.
No, it's not. It's not. This is all freestanding and open.
Just beautiful. That's just beautiful. Oh, can we get a pull back on this as well? I love the artwork on the walls.
Sure. Yeah, this is all very
it's really
very Chanel, very.
It's beautiful. I don't know. It's very beautiful. It's really all we need to know. I think this is just awesome. As we're winding down this time with Cindy, does anybody have any questions?
And there's a massage room that goes with it.
Well, of course, there needs to be a massage room. There has to be a massage room. That really.
And
I love how you have such different styles going on between the house and the salon. I mean, this is it's very modern, but definitely traditional, but modern.
Yes.
Just beautiful. Let me see if there are any other questions. The rows of nail polish. They're loving the nail polish. Love that. This
is a commission I'm working on right now. It's a Christian Dior boutique that I've been commissioned to do. The box itself was sent to me by a girl in the Middle East, and I started out with the measurements of her box. So I started with a cardboard box before I received her actual box, and now I'm deep into the throes of making her dreams come true.
So when you get commissioned, what is the assignment? Is it to fill it? Because you're not a maker, are you?
I build, so I'm building So I'm building all of the interior structures.
Oh my.
And I'm building there are some fixtures that will be on the floor that will be displayed, that will have jewelry.
Oh my goodness.
And there are sunglasses, other assorted pieces that will be on display in here. Full lighting, remote lighting. It is, very extensive. So it's a lot of fun. It's a big build.
So folks can reach out to you. I know they can follow you on Instagram, obviously, because you have a really active Instagram channel and lots of followers. That's how I found you. But they can also contact you for commissions?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's great. Cindy, I can't thank you enough for spending this time with us and sharing your unbelievable collection. And I can't wait to continue seeing more as you post what I love about your site is that you update your houses and then you show us every holiday. It's just amazing. Just really wonderful.
Thank you.
So thank you again for joining us. And you guys at home, Cindy, I'm sure you will answer questions after this if people have any.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome.
If anyone wants to reach out to me, please, I'd love to share anything with you. If there's artists that you need to know of, where things that I have, please, I will let you know. I'm sorry if I didn't know the name on the spot, and I apologize to anyone.
I
thank all of you for being here. I so appreciate it. Darren, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
This was so much fun.
This was a lot of fun. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And everybody have a great night. Goodbye.
I love you all. Love you all. Thank you so much.